There was this odd year at school where it was cross country and we promised each other that we would run the whole way together. At the beginning of the race, when the teacher said go, I got tripped over. I felt someone grab the back of my shirt and lift me back up before I hit the ground, and I turned around and it was Caitlin, and she was like, that was close. I think the thing that shows what kind of person Caitlin is in that sense is that in a team, or if she makes you a promise, she'll always stick to it and she always has your back.
Little flick on, here's Foord! And Australia haven't gone back before half-time. Caitlin Foord.
She's always been very modest but fun-loving little girl, and just seems to put her heart into everything that she does, Caitlin.
Caitlin participated in a number of sports when she was young. We sort of had to come to a decision to concentrate on one sport. So yeah, she chose the football out of all the sports.
She told Mum that she wanted to play, and Mum was a bit unsure about letting her because we were all doing so many different sports at the time, so she didn't want to do any more on her plate kind of thing. So I was standing there like, no Mum, you actually do need to let her play, she's actually really good. And I think maybe a few weeks after that, Mum signed her up, and yeah, she had her first game and absolutely killed it.
And now here's Foord. She already has one. Rounds the keeper. Foord to side-footed home.
So when I first moved to Wollongong, I was playing for the Matildas, and there was no NPL team there for women. And Caitlin was one of the best young players coming through the system at that time. And I wanted girls to have an opportunity to train and play in their hometown. So we started the Illawarra Stingrays, which was set up for players like Caitlin, and in fact inspired by players like Caitlin. So I think she was probably only 12 or 13 when I first met her, and she was a talent back then, so I knew there was stardom in her future.
We went to a game, it was at the Sydney Football Stadium, and the Matildas were playing Canada, I think it was, before the Socceroos, and yeah, she really enjoyed watching them play and that, and I think from there, she just said, Mum, I'd like to play one day, for the Matildas.
She always wanted to play for Australia. We didn't even know that there was that option of her having a career back then in women's sport that way.
To play elite sport for your country is a pretty special moment. I think that would have to definitely be the highlight that I remember. Proud moment to see someone put on a yellow jersey and play for the country.
She got selected in the World Cup for Germany in 2011. That was a little unexpected, her being so young, she was only 16.
That game I think was my favourite because they put her to right back, I think, and that was not her normal position either, and they ended up keeping her there for games after that because of how well she did.
Sitting in the crowd at that game was just unbelievable, to think my daughter's walking out, starting in a game against Brazil, going to be Marca Marta, which we didn't really know much about at the time.
I've always been proud of her all her life, and that I suppose the same as I am with all the grandchildren and that. She's got a big heart and she cares about people. She's always sort of there for you and that. Very family orientated, loves the family.
Yeah, I'm very proud. I think for any player to reach 100 caps is a great milestone, and I know Kate pretty well, and I think she had not only highs in her career, she had a couple injuries and a couple setbacks, and I think she can be really, really proud to now be up to get 100 caps. Off the pitch, it's actually to mostly see the positive things. I never really hear her complaining about anything, and I think that's something really special. And on the pitch, I think she never gives up. She will give her everything out on the pitch for her teammates, and she is not selfish at all, and I think also a great goal scorer and creating a lot of chances for her team.
I'm so proud of her. She's my best friend and my sister at the same time, but watching her get to this stage in her career where she's doing so well and making this a life for herself, I feel like I couldn't be more proud of her. It's something that she's always dreamed of.